Don't you know? Talking about a revolution sounds whisper. Poor people gonna rise up, get their share. Poor people gonna rise up and take what's theirs. Don't you know you better run, 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 run.
I first joined the left when I was 19, and I found very soon that being active, in fact all I did was to hold a number of posters opposing apartheid since I come from Cape Town. It's now actually 50 years since I've come to this country, and this is 1956, and the police duly raided the house, my parents' house. So my father, who thought I was an idiot, not because he didn't think I was right, because he was a Marxist also, but he thought I was an idiot to go public when Marxism was banned. It was officially banned under the Suppression of Communism Act 1950. So he sent me to the leader of the Trotskyist movement, who's been underground for over 20 years. And I spent the next 5 hours speaking to him. But what was relevant here is that once you join the left, if you want, whatever left, in South Africa, no one had any doubt that things would change, a revolution would happen of some kind. So for me, it was an inevitable process. That was the issue. As part of a revolution throughout the world, that's how I started with the left, and that's the way I've continued. So I discussed it with this person. He had himself come from the former Soviet Union, or part of it, which had been part of the Soviet Union, which had ceased to be such after 1919. And he'd actually been on a Soviet trip. And he said to me, effectively, go underground also. And I said, why? What? He said, look, revolution will not come tomorrow. I will not see it, and you will be lucky if you see it in your life. You might just see it. So I'm still hoping. And I hope that we will get there. But the point of the story isn't just about me, of course. It is that this has been an issue now for almost a century. And I don't agree implicitly with what had just been said in relation to what happened in 1917 in Russia. I think the revolution in Russia began the process of revolution itself. We are living in that process today. If you ask, will there be a revolution? I say it has happened, and we're living in that process. We're living in a transitional world, a world in transition ultimately to socialism. That doesn't mean that there will not be another revolution or a series of revolutions. We're living in this process. Obviously the bourgeoisie has not given up. But once the revolution did take place, because they did overthrow the capitalist system at the time, and not just then, if you remember, there were revolutions, general strikes and whatever throughout that period from 1917 to 1920. There was no question that the system was shaking, and it could have gone. The idea that it couldn't is just nonsense. You can go through that history and you can show accident after accident, which could have gone.
And finally the tables are starting to turn. Talking about a revolution. Yes, finally the tables are starting to turn. Talking about a revolution. Talking about a revolution, oh no. Talking about a revolution.